Okay, this is going to be a really fast introduction. They've been chopping trees down appallingly, and they're building uphill and straight down the hill. It's really interesting. It's only 15 minutes long, and I'll tag this on at the start. The end ends a little bit abruptly because it just cut me out time-wise. And this will be over in like literally, if we're lucky, 10 seconds tops. Like I say, it's important. They are just destroying the land and building ridiculous buildings. It's horrific. I've got 15 minutes filming time, and I definitely buy a new memory card. But the long and short of it is that I've come out here in absolute disgust and horror because this beautiful natural spot which you're about to see, and behind me, where that crane is, which I'll just zoom into whilst we're here before I go on to the rant about what they've done to destroy the beautiful trees beneath. Look at that there, the old church. Now a nursery like they always are. Now, from my house, you can't see it from here, the actual top of the building, but that crane's been there now for a year. It's going to be a nursing home for the, hang on a second, for the, I was going to say clinically insane, I mean for dementia patients. Anyway, I'm going to show you this beautiful spot. Look at this tree, it's still standing. I think this tree will survive because it is behind the fence line. But I couldn't believe it. I walked up here yesterday. They're going to take most of these down, I would imagine. So see what you can see. Now, because it's so early, what we're going to do is we're going to walk down. Well, I can zoom into bits. I mean, it really is early. Let's see what time it is. Well, it's 6:01. Oh, look at the light. It looks gorgeous. I'm just so disgusted. Anywhere, they just pull down, tear apart, pull all the trees up and build. In this town now, whenever it rains, there's nowhere to absorb the water. It does literally just pour and flood. So anyway, we'll walk on down and we'll have a look because we'll be able to get in, seeing as it's the crack of dawn. I mean, it's so ironic. Oh, look, it's so disturbing. Yesterday, all I could hear all day long was some chainsawing at the trees, and each one, it felt like it was slashing into my heart. I mean, look at that monstrosity behind it. Yes, I accept the fact that we need to have places for people to live, but oh my God, why is it in small towns, any natural beauty spot, it literally gets destroyed? It breaks my heart. It's so bizarre up here now. Sorry, I've got focus in. It's just so bizarre. Oh, look at what they've left. The pillaration. It's just so sad. You know, all of this here was double-sided. And now look at it. It's now got a Lone Ranger and its friend next to it. And we'll carry on walking down. We'll try and suss out what they're doing with these trees because it's hard to imagine they're going to leave them standing. But they might do. But it's just that there's this awful fence. I feel such an idiot because they pulled... Well, you'll be able to see in a second. We're going to go in and investigate. I had to be really early as well because workmen start work about 7, don't they? And the long and short of it being, it's a little bit nippy. I'm actually quite glad now that I wasn't out at 5 a.m. like it almost was. So I know, I know I can get in. I don't know if I can. Just devastation. Look, you can see all the trees. I might not be able to get in actually. Especially because there's something I'll tell you in a moment. We'll try and get some more filming in first. I need gloves on, my hands are cold. But, they've been shredding it. I could hear them, it was just devastating. I'm going to try and get in. There's an entrance. Now, the irony being that just the other day, literally the weekend before last, I was picking buttercups from here. And they're still alive. All this time later, they're still alive. And look what's happened all around. It's just devastating. I mean, it's just devastating. I can't imagine they're not going to take those down. They're building here. I'm just trying to think. I got told yesterday, I think 5 properties are being built here. So let's see if we can get in. So look, I've got slippers on, but I don't care because I love feeling the earth between my feet. Oh God, it just smells like devastation. Why on earth would they make it into wood chip? I wonder why. Look at this beautiful tree here, and this beautiful tree here isn't even in the barrier. Oh, it's just absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace and monstrosity. I'm getting really wet feet. Let's go on to here. And yesterday when I went by, I did intend to come back down and film, but then it was just one of those days where so much stuff was happening that I couldn't get down. I would think that you can't get in here today because of the Glimper Vimper. That's a joke, a private joke, Mum, if you're watching. Because of this here machinery, it'll be quite well secure today. I don't want to get bothered, basically. So we won't be trying to break in. We can see everything we need to see from here, pretty much. And I'm going to get really wet feet. Just running over the earth. Ah! Sorry about that. Probably terrible camera work. Right, we'll just zoom on in. You can see some more devastation and heartbreak. These trees were all alive and thriving. These trees were not dying. It's just so called, what? Destruction of the earth. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know if you can properly see the roots. It's a little bit difficult. Let's just try and get a better angle. Right, so you see that big mound behind it? That's its root system. We'll just zoom in a wee bit more. Sorry, it's really difficult. Now, ironically, when the garages were here before... Oh, crikey, I almost went flying. I mean, you can see the devastation that's being caused. And look what I'm stood right next to. It is an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute abomination. I can't stand it. And this poor tree. All of them, look how healthy they are. These are healthy trees. Why can't they at least transplant? I mean, they've pulled them out from the roots. It disgusts me. And why is this one being taken out? Oh, probably because it would have been, what? I don't know. An eyesore to the new houses. Or maybe they're going to put some stupid driveway in. Who knows? Now, I just want to run over the mud. Back onto here. The long and short is, there was garages here before, which I have got on film and pictures of. Sorry, I hate it when the lens captures that. And I took a picture there one night, and it had what you would call like a stereotypical alien-like figure. It was just where this mound is, actually. That's where that garage was. And obviously, I mean... Oh, let me just wipe my camera lens. Just made it worse. Crikey. I don't want to cut stuff. No! I almost knocked it off. So, the long and short is, right, that exactly where that mound is there, I have a picture, but it's really frustrating because if you try and zoom into it too much, except for on the camera, then watch me go flying, break my neck filming this. Please, God, keep me safe. I'm actually quite high up, look. I'm just trying to get round because I thought it'd be a little bit drier. I think I failed. I'm absolutely soaked, but it doesn't really matter. But I don't want to land in the bin. Okay, let me just get out of this. I'm going to have to jump down at the other end. I'm more concerned about my camera than anything else. It's like walking in the beam, but hanging on to something at the same time. Oh, I'm going to have a great drop to get down here. I really don't want to stop this. I'm going to pause it for a moment and jump down. Yay, I did it. I'm still alive. Look how high that is. It actually is really quite high. It's definitely about 5 foot, 4 foot. Anyhow, so that's it. That's what I wanted to film. So I'm going to walk back up the steps. I've got 5 minutes filming time left. Look at this. Look, I'll just zoom into this. Because you can just see the morning mist. It's just glorious. And there's more I'll be able to show you from the trajectory. Now, whoever ends up in these houses, the annoying thing is, look at this. Mandan dog site, what bollocks, absolute nonsense. Look at it, it looks like so National Frontish, doesn't it? The whole thing's an absolute monstrosity. I am absolutely disgusted. I think that I've got my points there, ranting enough. So we'll walk back up here, and the little cobbled street that I filmed up there, that's it, that'll be the next one to go, won't it? Literally. Now I've got my little thing where I go like at one step at a time, even though it gets quite hard at points. But I'm hurrying, so we're going to do it, because I want to show you the view properly from the top, seeing as I was more concerned with getting as much of that in as I could before I show you the rest. Now, I've filmed this viewing point and down these steps a fair few times before. I mean, this is nuts. These views, they're all brand new. They're all brand new. Literally, this is probably the first day that these views exist, and they won't last very long because I'll start building. Oh God, it really angers me. Look at the morning mist there. It just look quite glorious. But that's really not the point. So there we go. Oh, these trees are crying for their friends. Crying. Oh, look at the blossom here. It should still be blooming, and instead it's so distraught, it's dying, apart from that little bit there. Put some focus, please. Camera's like, nope. Nope. Oh, wonder why. Interesting. Well, clearly it's morning. I mean morning as in not morning time, as in morning. So, we're almost up now. I've just broken all my rules there, I never stop. And I always want to stop here, and sometimes I do when I'm filming, but I normally keep on striding up a step at a time. But in one stride at a time it has to be. Right, so, wow, look at the black cloud. It looks like smog, but it's actually just kind of how it is here. The clouds falling out of the sky. It's a bit like in ski resorts. Interesting though, isn't it, to look at. This is the birds. I suppose this is the highlight to the... Oh wow, look at that. Certainly no mistake that they've kept these trees here, is it? I do believe these trees will get to survive. The only ones, and look what's right beneath them. Oh my God. It's just horrific. Absolutely horrifying. I'm absolutely disgusted. Right, we've got 2 minutes of film time left. So, as you can see, you get the picture, you get the point. I just really want to quickly show you, because maybe it'll pick up better now, that this crane, I actually did want to film whilst it was in action. Now, what I might actually do is go home, and I'll finish this off from my attic, where I can show you the building up there, and how horrifying it is. So just give me 2 seconds, I'm going to pause this. I'll just show it from here. I'm running out of time fast, so I've literally got like a minute left. Then I'm going on a bike ride when I get in. Well, I mean, I'm going to go back out. It's just an absolute abomination. Interesting though, isn't it, how it's all in the same line, so to speak. Alright then, I'll pause this and we can just like get in the building, which they're building there, because you just can't see it from this angle. And like I say, it's literally, oh yeah, we'll just quickly zoom into this as well. Watch, I'll be out of time before I know it. It doesn't matter, but these signs are everywhere. It's to do dog litter, I mean dog rubbish, but it's so big brotherish. Which is so ironic, seeing as we're heading to a brave new world rather than that. Okay, I'm going to pause. I'll be back in a moment. Right, well, here we have it. I'm just zoom in before we run out. The abomination that has been built above my house here. And, oh yes, I get wonderful birds down here, but why? Because they've all been flushed out of there, down to the nearest place. Now let's just see if we can catch any of them. Because I just saw some wagtails and blue tits. But they always get a little bit camera shy. They don't like the white camera.